review. Why Did I Get Married To? It's a Tyler Perry production, and of course Tyler Perry's in it. Tyler Perry is the new Black It guy, and we're so proud of him and his movie studio out in Atlanta. Why Did I Get Married? The first one, I just hated the title. I hated that it kind of said, instead of why did I get married, it kind of inferred I shouldn't have got married. And the new Why Did I Get Married To, guess what? He explains that he means explain how much you love your wife, explain how much you love your husband, and explain the importance of marriage. And they had a little bonfire, and Cicely Tyson and Louis Gossett Jr. were this cute old Caribbean couple, and they talked about their trials and tribulations, but how they made it through and how they stayed together. Now, I've been reading some reviews on Why Did I Get Married, and a lot of you guys didn't like it, even though it's made $50 million in 2 weekends. So it's done very, very well. The movie cost $15 million to make. I was kind of like, you guys are a little bit overcritical, because I try not only to look at the individuals in the movie, but also the big picture. And the big picture in the movie was that Black women were loved, honored, and cherished in that movie, no matter how crazy we were. And we were a little crazy in this movie, but it was craziness from a lot of different personalities, a lot of different perspectives. All of the Black women in this movie were so different that it was hard to like stereotype us. You know, one woman was very docile but sneaky, a little bit sneaky though. And another one was very loud and boisterous, and she kicked your butt and she talked a lot of junk, and she was kind of like for the comic relief. The other woman, Jill Scott, was the big pretty woman, except she was the one that had 2 men fighting on her, so go ahead for the big girls. And then of course Janet Jackson's character, who was the educated, smart woman that was all calm, but she loses her mind at the end and goes berserk on her husband. Anyway, I thought the movie was really good, because I think it showed men have a responsibility in the Black race family. They have a responsibility in the marriage. They need to find a way to make these relationships work, and that's why I like the movie. I know that there was a lot of drama and a lot of conflict, but that's what makes a good story. It was a roller coaster ride as far as the emotions were concerned. Some little bits, some ignorant little parts, you know, with the loud girl Angela with the gun, and how she came and didn't appreciate her man having a job because she was so full of jealousy that she couldn't even appreciate that he was out working and bringing home a job, even though he was an ex-football player. It also said that if you cheat on your woman and you stay with her, there's a price to pay for that. And you, as long as you love that woman, you need to sit there and take it, because you cheated on her. You broke her heart. So there were so many great points about the movie, and I just thought that even though it was stereotypical, even though it was, you know, loud and conflict and all that other stuff, the overall picture was, Janet said, fix it, which meant work on fixing it. Right now, love each other because I've made a mistake, and look at the tragedy of my mistake. And you are not going to believe, y'all, who was in a Black movie. A Black guy that don't look Black ended up in the movie at the end making a pass at a Black woman. I had never saw that before. Wow! I'm not going to tell you who it is in case you haven't seen the movie, but I was shocked. But anyway, it had a happily ever after type of ending, and I always like that. Anyway, this is Pearl Jr. for Black Media Review, and I do recommend Why Did I Get Married To? Thanks, Tyler.